There's only two types of people in this world. Those who went to Sydney University, those who graduated from Sydney University, and those who wish they graduated from Sydney University. I'm a journalist at the Sydney Morning Herald. I'm an author, chair of the Australian Republic movement, and a very nice man. I just don't think it gets any better than Sydney Uni. I mean, the thing I love about Sydney Uni is the sense of history. It's just, you know, you're in our Oxford. It's got fabulous people, a great sense of tradition. It's a very secure place. It's physically beautiful. It's intellectually deep. It's spiritually nourishing. I just don't think it gets better. Well, it gave me lifelong friends. It encouraged my intellectual curiosity. It gave me a degree, so the world took me marginally more seriously with a degree. And it probably, I get confidence. I think, you know, when you've got a degree from Sydney University, it's something. It really is something. If I could live my life over, the one thing that I'd probably turn up the volume on, tweak, I would have put more effort into my studies. But I didn't. I had a great time. I played a lot of rugby. I had a wonderful time at Wesley College and made lifelong friends and learned, I don't know, you know, that late night thing of sort of talking philosophy and what we're going to do with our lives and hopes and dreams and all of that kind of stuff. Well, I tell the story, and it's a true story. In 1980, I went hitchhiked down from our farm at Beach Ridge for the orientation day, and there was all these marquees: join the Spartacists, join the Trotsky, chess club, rugby club, gay club, all of these things. I just signed up, I think, joining the rugby club. 3 months later, a dark and stormy night, I was in my room at Wesley College, knock on the door. This fellow called Brett Warren knocks on the door and says, opens it up, and says, you signed for the rugby club, we need you to come down to training. I said, oh, it's all right, I'll just change my mind. He says, you signed here, you've got to come, tomorrow night. I said, I don't think you heard me, I've changed my mind. He said, you signed here, you've got to come. I went down the following night, met the guys, well, maybe started playing rugby, played the game, it was fun, we won, got my name in the paper a week later, even better, loved it, started playing, we won the whole championship, and I was suddenly launched. And then I went from Sydney University to Manly, and went from Manly to play rugby in Italy, played rugby in France, played for New South Wales, played for the Wallabies, came back to Sydney University, went to Eastwood, came back to Sydney University. The punchline is in 1992, which is to say 13 years later, after he'd knocked on my door, I came to my final rugby training at Sydney University, and the training finished dark and stormy Thursday night. And up the other end of the field I see Brett Warren, that same fellow that had knocked on my door, who'd become a friend of mine. His knock on the door, his persistence to get me out there, changed my life, and for the better. You know, got me involved, and I was never a rabid rugby player, but I was good at it, and I was able to convert it to, you know, playing for the Wallabies and travelling the world and kind of things. It made a huge impact on my life. Had I not been at Sydney University, had I not been immersed in a culture like that, what Sydney University gave for me, I guess, was it nurtured. It's not the knowledge, just the knowledge that I got. It was the desire to learn more, so to encourage intellectual curiosity. And I define intellect as the capacity and the desire to get to the bottom of things. So the most deeply intellectual people I know actually don't just want to skim along the surface, they want to get to the bottom of it. An arts degree at Sydney University allowed me to go wide and deep enough. Get into it. Basically, pursue your interests, but also have a look at things you're not interested in. You know, get involved. Get involved. University is not simply an education factory. It's something where you need to find what you're passionate for. And had I not being pulled out of my room that night and sent down to rugby training. I don't know what I would have, but I could have easily just drifted along, not got involved, but it's actually what counts is getting involved. I work now as a journalist, and I've worked as a journalist for 32 years. And there are so many things that I learnt at Sydney University, in my law course, in my philosophy course, mathematics, feminism, all of those kind of things that informed me, to use a line from my wife, you find a job you love and you'll never work again. For me, most of the stuff that I do does not feel like work. It feels like you beauty. That's the key, I think. Suck the juice from the marrow of life and let it run down your chin. Don't worry about being pretty, worry about throwing yourself at everything. Getting everything you can out of everything, and hit everything with passion, overcome whatever resistance you find, take no prisoners, rip into it.